Hey everybody, it's Matt Titan, Triple A, getting back at you with another build plus tips guide, but this time for the GodHand, the exotic pike that you get, that drops off Reza. So let's get right into my build and what I use. Everything's pretty standard that I'm using, but except for, a couple of changes that I used. I don't actually have a mobility slot with this, so you gotta be a little bit careful with your stamina. You gotta watch it. And so right off the bat, I'm gonna tell you I got the savagery and I'm using the rage. So I have another rage cell. It's on my feet. This is the one biggie that I made on my build. It's to get the 50% health with the 115% damage. It probably doesn't seem like a lot, but it adds up. You might not see big numbers with just this, but you start at a bigger number when you're at 50% health, and then if you hit a wounded part, it adds up. So the 130%, but that doesn't come until later, not until you get the wound. So those two things, they add up, and over time you do see the numbers. You think about it, you do a lot of damage, so it does help. And then got the Drask Fury with the energized on it. So altogether I got 5 energized, 30% weapon charge rate. That helps a lot when you're working with the GodHand. You want to get that beam up as fast as you can and just keep pumping it out, keep using it. And I'm using the razor wing chest and feet. Just got a cunning and another rage cell on my feet. We already went over the rage cell. And on the head and hands, I got the barbed on my Reza head and Reza hands. Like for using a pike, you want to be able to get those wounds up as fast as you can. And the simplest way to do it, I think, is you just put the barb on. You keep that on. It's a very good go-to cell while using a pike. Every time you dodge, you get that 400. It's very helpful, and just that flat rate of 40 really helps out too. I got the cunning in there at 5. Every time that procs, that helps out a lot too. But let's get into a quick demo and little tips on what I gotta say about how to maximize your damage with the GodHand and what you should be looking towards. Saying all that, you're not going to be seeing like all the big $1,000 or thousand number hit marks, and the 1,000 damage hit marks or whatnot. It's all about getting in, get it out, and using your beam. It's not about how much your beam does or how big the numbers are in your beam, because they don't get very big. They get up to like high as 300 on the back end of the beam. But those ticks, they all add up. And the thing is, you want to do the beam as many times as you can. It's not about how big that one beam is. It's about how many times you can get the beam off in a fight. That's the biggie. If you do it 6-7 times in a fight, that's pretty good. If you get it up at 10 times in a fight, that's even better. That's what you want to look for. You just want to get in, get out, and do your beam every time. And that's all you do. And those 7-8 times that you get your beam off, those numbers, they all add up. I'm thinking it's got to be over 2,000 at the very least when you channel one of those beams and you get it fully on the boss. So So it really helps if you get it off more times. I'm just going to show you one with the full health and one with the 50% health. Every time I use my beam, I push my lantern for the instant. See, it's not too bad. It got up to 265 at the end, and that's just with my full health too. So it's not so bad, and that was just the first time. You get to know these bosses and their mechanics and everything. You're going to be able to do it a lot more. It's not very hard. Oh no, I shouldn't have did that, but I don't like that buff, that debuff. Especially if you're not using conditioning, that debuff really hurts you. And now I for surely have that buff. I should have it. That energized really helps. See, you just start at a higher number. See, I'm getting up there, and then you get to your 200s a lot faster, and then you get at the back end, you get it up to 300s, and all those little ticks, they all add up. They all help. It's not about the big numbers, it's about how many times you can get it off. So with that being said, it's just, that's my build, and hopefully you got some ideas of your own by looking and watching this video. You come up with your own build, and GodHand, it's not all that bad. If you're getting bored with the pike, it's another way to play. It refreshes your play style on the pike, and you do another thing. It adds a mechanic to your pike and makes it fun again, I guess, right? But with that being said, come up with your own builds, but I'm gonna leave it at that. Nice short quick video, and have a good day, you guys. Thanks for watching this video. If you liked it, please hit that like button. But till then, see you guys.